Notre Dame women are about 28 hours from tip-off against an old rival in the national championship game, the same team they played in last year's championship game. Now, WSBT-22's Carl Deffenbaugh live tonight in Tampa, Florida. And Carl, the coaches, well, they know each other really well.
Oh, that is for sure, Rick. This is the biggest rivalry in the women's game, and for the 5th year in a row, it will play out here on the sport's biggest stage at the Final Four. These coaches go back to their days in the Big East as rivals and certainly know how to get under each other's skin as well. We saw that last year when in the build-up to the first ever matchup of two undefeated teams for the national championship, that was briefly overshadowed by the shots fired across the bow from Muffin McGraw, who said she felt a lack of respect from Gino Auriemma and the Huskies towards Notre Dame's recent success. Well, here we are a year later, and once again, the Irish are trying to take down the now two-time defending national champs, and both coaches say their off-court squabbles are behind them. Last year, you weren't afraid to say some comments about Gino. Did you guys talk at all after the game or in the offseason about those?
We did. We talked after the game immediately, talked all in the postseason, and just really regretted it. I mean, it was just a little bit of motion talking, a little bit of Philly coming out that I've tried to suppress.
It's really good right now. I think on the outside, you know, people might not really understand the level of respect that we have for them and that they have for us. So no matter what anybody says or does or thinks, it's there, and it's always been there, and it'll always be there. Always.
So there you have it, beef officially squashed, and that means we only get to talk about basketball from here on out, and that's what we'll do when I come back at 6. We'll tell you how Notre Dame has grown from a December loss to the Huskies, a double-digit loss, and how they believe they have a much better shot at knocking off the champs tomorrow night.
And Carl, you know, Coach Gino there at UConn, this is his 10th national title game he's coaching in. He's 9-0 in championship games, so this is the chance for finally someone to beat them and beat him.
It's unbelievable, 9-0 when you make it to the biggest stage of your sport. And actually, with a win tomorrow, that would be his 10th national championship and would tie him with John Wooden on the men's side for the most NCAA basketball titles of any coach in history. Muffin McGraw, for her part, is perhaps sneakily in 5th in terms of national championship games appearances. This will be her 5th time in the title game tomorrow night. She has the one championship back in 2001, and of course, one would be certainly much sweeter to knock off her rival from UConn tomorrow.
It should be a great matchup. Carl, good to see you down there in Tampa. We'll see you in just a bit. Thanks. And